Hello Pisces, this is Kate from Clear Blue Tarot with a reading for you today. So we're starting off in the center with the Three of Water and the Heart of the Sky. And these are challenged or crossed by the Soul Retrieval. Okay, so that's the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck with the good tarot here. Now the Three of Water is about family or friends or any kind of collaborative group that you are celebrating with about some new adventure, some new accomplishment, or just in general a gathering of happiness. The woman in the Three of Water is holding 3 shells that have a pearl in each shell. So it's about love. It's about, like, these pearls in the water cards of the good tarot are all about good emotions, love, wisdom, this pure love, good feeling. So it's like getting together with people that you're all on the same page and you're sharing yourselves freely and celebratorily, or you accept each other and love each other for who you are. And then the heart of the sky is just this love vibration of the universe, this pure love vibration. So you're in a really good space right now inside of yourself of feeling good feelings and really in your creative power. You're tuned in to that force of the universe that is just pure creativity and love. And you're with other people that also are doing the same thing. So you have a group with or around you that reflects that back to you, and you're celebrating it together. And then the soul retrieval that's in the challenge position, when this is a challenge, it says, when did you compromise what you truly believed in to be loved or accepted by someone? Think back over your life and find a time or times when this happened. Vow to never compromise your integrity again. What have you agreed to in the name of love that you know is deeply wrong? Make it right this instant. So that's the medicine when it's in a contradictory position or in a reversal. But when it's upright, it says you're no longer fragmented, you are one with creation. And that there's 2 steps of soul retrieval. The first is to retrieve parts of our original nature, which we were born with, and we recuperate through the hurts and heal our childhood wounds. And then we evolve from that into becoming our true self that never left that Garden of Eden, that still speaks to nature, that still can hear the trees and speaks to God. And it says when we return to Eden, we are whole again. So maybe you're kind of in between places there. Maybe you're close to getting to that next level. Maybe you've healed a lot of childhood wounds. That's why you're in this great position right now with some people of like mind that are all embracing this unconditional love of the heart of the sky. But you're challenged to take that final step to return to Eden and to return to the connection to this planet that will come once you're accepting of that next step of soul retrieval. So your foundation, what you're resting on, is the Queen of Air, and this is real mental clarity. And it's it also, she holds the owl, so it is about transforming knowledge into wisdom. So you have that under your belt. You have the mental capabilities of understanding that will support you with this soul retrieval using this group that you're around and this energy from the universe. And recent past, you have the King of Earth. So I think that's like a masculine part of yourself, or you may have manifested someone to reflect it back to you. But it's about being really materially stable in the world, about having enough manifestation ability that you completely are able to take care of yourself 100%, be independent, be strong, and be a leader of manifesting abundance in the world materially. So those are your 2, that's like your masculine and feminine coming through, I think, the King of Earth and the Queen of Air. So very strong of mind, very sharp, of mind and very materially abundant in the world. And then you're crowned by the Ancient Ones, okay? And that's the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. It's the number 1 card, and it's a card about the shamans who used to walk the earth and now have transcended and are there to help us if we ask them for assistance. So, you know, they reside in infinity and can counsel us after we say yes to our calling. They are available to help us attain our full realization. So you're crowned by that. You're in touch. You may not know it, but you are completely in touch. You have all the resources necessary to complete this soul retrieval and get back to this original state that your higher self is. So it says, if you accept the invitation, great power and blessings will come your way and allow you to craft a new destiny for yourself. Do not hesitate to bite off more than you can chew, because you have unlimited spiritual resources available right now. So it's a really powerful crown for you. Now, sometimes in life, when we have these giant influxes of power and so much comes to us that overwhelms us, we can either get like tested, or we can test ourselves, or we can run into like some sort of obstacle just to almost make us stronger and make us take that leap. And it looks like that's your near future. You did get the Glaucona from the Fairy Oracles, and that's a card about like lusting after something from like the solar plexus or from the lower chakras that it doesn't necessarily mean lust in the way of like lusting after a person, although it can, but it's like kind of about like the delusion of lust as opposed to the purity of the higher chakras and the ability to attract into you from the higher chakras, not the lower. And the Glaucona will reflect back to you whatever you want to see. So he's kind of like deceptive. So it could be about like, you know, make sure you get things checked out before you sign the papers. Like, don't get blinded by the glossy exterior. Like, I used to work at a bed and breakfast in San Francisco, and it was very expensive and fancy, and people would come there kind of like with this illusion from the photographs, but I worked there, so I was kind of like able to be the wizard behind the curtain, like in the Wizard of Oz. And I knew that the owners had kind of like staple gunned fabrics to the walls, and there was a whole bunch of stuff held together with duct tape, and you know, there was a lot of disrepair. There was like some rooms that we couldn't sell because they weren't able to be stayed in, and you know, and then there was even like the job itself looked like this glamorous job, but it was a pretty drudgery job. So it's like about that. It's like you can get this glamour of illusion, and you know, maybe because you're desiring something that looks like the best thing, and it maybe isn't. So just keep an eye out for that in the near future. That could be something that pops up for you. I mean, this reading won't apply for everyone. It's general, but you know, it may. And I clarified that, and I got 3 cards. I got worry, imagination, and fear. And the imagination card is about creativity and creating from your imagination and realizing that manifestation all starts from that. So just really examine what's going on with your imagination, and if this burst of energy and all this stability and all this growth, just make sure it's not inspiring some sort of fears or worries that could end up manifesting and becoming this Glaucona. So it's all going to be from that. It's going to be from those 2 emotions, worry and fear, that you will draw to you something that's an illusion. You know, because deep down it looks like you do have this fear of, you know, not being able to trust these things that are coming because they could be looking too good to be true, and some of them are going to be. So it's just saying, you know, try to decipher what is truly for you and what is an illusion, what is coming to you from purity and what is coming to you from sort of more base desires. Inside of yourself, this is kind of an echo of the Three of Water. You have the Friends card, which is super, super cute. It's about like this real precious relationship. One of the beings in that is carrying the other one. So it's about that kind of support that you get from friends. And that's really, really going to help you get through. If this challenge does come, this friend will help you, you know, get through it. And then on the outside of you, you have the giveaway, which is how people are seeing you. And that's a beautiful card because it talks about abundance, but not about like abundance of stuff so much, even though you do have the King of Earth energy and I'm sure you have plenty of stuff. It's more about the giveaway of like smiling at somebody, you know, the things that are free. It's about having gratitude for the people that you care about and for the people who care about you, and being able to feel so much joy and love that you're able to offer a kind word to people, you know, just to skip through your day with that good energy, and always to temper a bad mood or a moment that's inside of you, to not give that away, but always just give away from the good part. And you know, it always just bounces right back at you. So it's like a self-nourishing thing to give of your good beauty and love and joy. So that's how you're appearing to others, which is great. Inside of your, I always say that. Your hopes and fears position, we have the mouse. And so I don't know if you're attempting to do some big new venture, and so you're tending to the small things like the mouse encourages, and maybe you're hoping that you get all the small things taken care of, or you're afraid you won't. And that could be leading to this worry and fear, is feeling a little overwhelmed with, oh my God, I have so much to do. I hope I get to it all. I hope I don't forget something. And, you know, sure enough, if you allow that mouse spirit to be a fear, then you will have some screw ups, because that's what happens. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So try to look at the mouse as like, all right, I'll make a list. I'll get to everything and it's all going to be fine. And I'm going to manifest a smooth journey, and just have confidence and fearlessness and joy, and turn that giveaway onto yourself, so that you know, give yourself that joy and peace and that blessing, so that you don't let the mouse spirit kind of create a lot of messy problems. Your final outcome, it's really beautiful. I got the Hermit and I clarified it with this Dakini Oracle deck, the Way Through card, which is the key to the universe. So what a great, you've got the door and the key. So, this reading's awesome. You just have this one little bump in the road that's all from your own self-deception. And then you've got the key to the universe. The Hermit, you're going to go within and you're going to figure it out. And, maybe you do need a little bit of this glaucoma to get to that. Sometimes that's what happens. You've got to traverse a little bit through a dark spot to jump back up out of it. Maybe you need that that poke from something that wakes you up. So, it doesn't look like anything so bad. It just could be like a little bit of deception that then propels you into this this beautiful key. And then I pulled a Wild Kuan Yin Oracle card to clarify the whole reading and give you kind of an overview from a spiritual perspective. And I got number 23, the Anchor to Fly. So this is about fantasies and being up in your head with your dreams and hopes and wishes, which could lend you to a glaucoma energy if you overdo it with putting things onto people that look like they might be it, or putting things onto situations that look maybe a little better than they are, and putting a whole bunch of credence into things that doesn't exist. You could over fantasize. But the Anchor to Fly is about an anchor, which helps you ground your fantasies into reality and helps you grow them from your heart and from meeting up with your destiny, meeting up with what your higher purpose is. So it says, trying to escape the world by hovering above it doesn't help us bring our dreams to life. Fantasies where the mind takes flight can become the seeds of truly inspired ideas, but to transform those inspirations into reality, we need to stay grounded. What this means is putting in the time and effort for taking practical steps towards our goals. That does not include attempting to control the timing of how and when the events in our life unfold. It does include completing tasks to the best of our ability and consciously choosing to let go if we find we are trying to force something to happen. Trusting in the loving genius of a great and benevolent universe that wants our divine fulfillment to manifest. So it says, do everything within your power to succeed and drop all attachment, but then stay grounded and fly successfully. Don't have a distrustful need to control. So you need the detachment. So, that's your caution with all this energy flowing through you, is to stay grounded, humble, and practical, and really don't put too many conditions on what is being brought to you. Just go with the flow and trust that you are truly, truly connecting to your higher self. You're connecting to your soul. You're connecting to your purpose. You're taking all the proper steps, and you will get there, even if you have some bumps or reversals or moments where it doesn't go so perfectly. There's no timeline, there's no guarantee of when it's going to happen exactly, but you are on the path and you're walking the right steps to get there. So it's just some advice, and it looks great. So I hope you tune in next time. I hope you got something from this, and I will see you again in the near future. I'm not exactly sure. I'm doing these readings at a little bit of a random schedule. So hopefully I'll catch you for, your birthday month, or at least the tail end of that. So happy birthday, Pisces. And good luck. I'll see you next time. Namaste.